I'm pretty sure I have like the old ones. So it all started with this this thing that someone made this or someone brought this design. I forgot who. I think Bel Air was the first one to try and do it with like a reinforced road. But reinforced obviously isn't cheaper. So I tried to do it with regular road, but it doesn't make it up because the dangle has to be like way too low and stuff. So I think I tried that, and I think I tried with kind of different like starts and stuff to like make it cheaper, so I could maybe reinforce over here or something. But I couldn't get anything to like make sense. And then from this dangle idea, I guess I have it somewhere. This dangle idea gave me the idea of why do we need this long hydraulic to bring it underneath when we can just sort of, why not just bring it over? And it actually, I got the idea from another level as well, where I kind of just like dropped the car off instead of like, because you don't have, the car doesn't have to drive from the road to the platform. I mean, it can just drop off if you want to. So I actually thought like, well, what if we just have the dangle up here and the ambulance just sort of fall on the flag? So that was what I started thinking of. So I started trying these different designs of dangles. So you see, like this again. This is actually very cheap, but the dangle is just not. It's not dangly enough, so it just breaks under the weight of the ambulance. I tried that a few times. Couldn't get it to work really. Let's see. This is the last one I saved. How far does this get? Again, it's really slowly up this hill. Yeah, so it doesn't make it over. Maybe it can work, but I don't know, it doesn't make it over. I tried these reinforced, still it was cheaper than the first one. I guess it still didn't work because this is not the final design. Yep, doesn't make it over. And if I start like reinforcing them or using more wood or stuff, it's gonna be more expensive than the previous record. I tried this again, I guess, for some reason. And that's when I started doing this. So this is starting to look like the design you just saw, where I have this, obviously we need something huge over here that can hold everything, so just a wood muzzle, and over here I also had a hydraulic. Problem is now, it still doesn't make it up, obviously, because it's so bad at making it up hills. So tried to like think of something, tried to redesign it so we could get this road further down, so it could drop off. That was still my idea. My idea was still to like make this ambulance drop off over here. So this is the idea I came up with, and then I had to like make like a road where it could get up from here. It doesn't make it up from here. But this is what I started doing instead. So just move the hydraulic over here instead. Oh, I guess this is a better one. Yeah. But it still doesn't make it up. It can only get like this far. Like, oh, it was so annoying. So, sort of the same thing. Oh, and then yeah, I decided, okay, let's just move everything over here because we already have like a steel and stuff over here. Why not just make that the hydraulic to save a lot of money? Yeah. So we already had like a bunch of steel over here, so why not just put the hydraulic over here, save a lot of money, and then figure out the right side at some point. So that was the next step, I guess, in the process. Obviously, like the dangle still has to like get tricked into working. And this is where the design starts to look like the final one. So I think this might work. This looks like it could work. Yeah. So this works. This is what I ended up with. But obviously this was not cheap enough. But there are a bunch of different ways, obviously, that I can shave this. So I started like removing some of the steel over here because it actually didn't have to be steel. Because if you just make the dangle right, we don't need steel over here. And this, oh yeah. So also connecting this road to any of these joints. So instead of having this one down here connecting it to these things, that will add too much weight, and the ambulance won't make it over. So that's why I had to add it like this. But it's fine once we remove like a bunch of the steel, because the steel is obviously the expensive thing. So at this point, I was very close. You see, I'm like top 20 or something. This is starting to get really close. So that's when I started like messing around with this stuff over here to get it to work. I guess some of the next ones are just like shaving, basically taking this design and just shaving it, changing that steel into a wood muscle, still having this road actually, or this road connected to the hydraulic, because if you connect it to the wood muscle, it takes a little bit of tweaking to get to work. So this is what I had, and this was first place, and then a bunch of tweaking from there, and the main shave, like adding this piece of road to the wood muscle, can actually it can work. It's just takes a little bit of trying. And that's the design. That's the cheap design. Oh, by the way, now when you guys are going to snipe it, make sure to match, okay? I don't want to sit here and figure out how you guys tweaked like $200 from this, okay? I don't want to see any of you guys trying to like, I don't want to see anyone go like below 5k, okay? With this design, because I don't want to tweak this.